What's good, y'all? It's your boy Soldaya, and in this video we gonna be reacting to the cringiest communities on the internet. So without any time waste, let's get right into it.
The internet is truly a magical creation.
That's facts.
It works as a tool to help you discover so much about the world. You can find music from your favorite artists. Maybe you found a new game to play with friends. You could even
Low-key, like, if you really think about it, the idea of the internet is kind of crazy. Like, imagine you tell someone from like the 1800s about the internet. They're gonna look at you like you're crazy.
commission some new art from Twitter and show it to your friends and family.
Always, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. You can't open Twitter in public. I made that mistake of opening Twitter in public. And let's just say I'm a suffer for it.
What I'm saying is that with the internet, you're able to find almost anything you can possibly dream of.
Whether good or bad.
Provided you're not from China, do not ask about what happened in Tiananmen Square. Now, obviously, with the internet being as popular as it is, with billions of people using it every single day, I don't think it comes to anybody's surprise that much like real life, there are tons of communities of people, groups of people who have a common shared interest. And this is where things can get a little bit messy. These groups obviously can be very different from each other in very significant ways. On one side, you can have a small, joyful community of people who love to support one another and bond about something they love, like Hello Kitty Island Adventure, while on the other side, you have a small group of people who also love to support one another and bond about something they love, like a historical figure from the 1940s. Now,
that's crazy. That is crazy.
Believe it or not, even the peaceful communities have some fans in them that turn out to be rather peculiar.
No, I'm saying, like, every single community has their bunch of cornballs. I don't even understand. It can be the most peaceful community. It can be like they saw here in Knitting Club. But so there's always gonna be that one person that's gonna be on BS.
They turn out to be absolute degenerates. And I think one of the perfect examples for this could be My Little Pony. Now,
Here we go with My Little Pony.
When you sit down and close your eyes, think about My Little Pony. Tell me, what's the first thing that you think of? Maybe it's the silly nature of
I think of ponies with magical powers who beat everything with friendship. No, like, that's dead ass what it's about.
the characters Twilight Sparkle and Rainbow Dash. Maybe it's the sentiment of the show, being friendship is magic. Or maybe, just maybe, you think, yeah, if you know exactly what this image is,
yeah, wait.
even with the heavy blur, you are just as traumatized as I am. The show
I don't know what that image is, but I can't lie, I already know it's some BS.
Originally released in 2011 with the intent to be a TV show for kids, and to a certain extent it was. However,
I'm gonna keep it a buck. When I was younger, like, in my cousins will like come over, like, there was this one girl cousin, right? We sit down, we watch My Little Pony. I was low-key jacking it. I can't lie. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I low-key found it interesting. I'm not even gonna lie.
an unexpected demographic started to gravitate towards the franchise.
But hey, I'm not one of those weirdos, bro. If y'all know what I'm talking about, I'm not those weirdos, so don't start thinking the wrong idea. But I'd be lying to say I wasn't, like, slightly invested when I was younger and when my little cousins were watching.
Grown-ass men. These people referred to themselves online as bronies. These people had a large obsession with the show.
Yo, I can't lie. Like, I feel like there's certain things, like, I'm not one to, like, say something, but I feel like there's certain things as a grown man you need to, like, grow out of, if that makes sense. This right here, I don't think you should be doing this as a grown man. Like, it's weird though. Like, it's a children's cartoon for girls, and you're a grown man, and you're in his 40s cosplaying as the characters. It's kind of weird to me. I don't know.
And they made it their entire personality. A show that was, at the end of the day, intended for children. A common sentiment that I've seen shared online is that kids would ask a question about My Little Pony or draw fan art themselves, and these grown-ass stinky dudes would,
like, mind you, like, there's nothing wrong with, like, liking the show even as an adult. Like, I know when I, like, get older and older, there's tons of shows I'm still gonna like. I'm still gonna like Bakugan, Beyblade, Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon. I'm still gonna like all of those. But come on, a show made for little girls and you're a 44-year-old man cosplaying and being obsessed with it. Like, make it make sense.
start scolding and getting angry at the kids for not knowing the proper lore. Like, imagine you're 7 years old and curious about how all the ponies met, and some 36-year-old man starts lecturing you for not being educated.
Yo, if a 30-year-old man starts lecturing me on My Little Pony, I'm gonna look him in the eyes, bro, like straight up. I'm gonna grab him by the collar. Grab him straight up by the collar. Lift him up. Alright, let me stop. But that's weird though. Mad weird.
Good example to further display the degeneracy of certain bronies is the weird obsession with making almost every form of My Little Pony media NSFW. I don't really know what the fix.
Like, I don't know what's wrong with these grown ass men. Like, remind you, these are unks. These are literally unks, bro. They're older than Duke Dennis, bro. 44. Like, it's just so weird.
Is on turning these cartoons into sexual art, and honestly, I don't really want to know. It really didn't take a long time after the show's release for images to first show up on websites like Rule 34 and 4chan.
Yo, avoid Rule 34 if you don't want to be traumatized. Or who knows, maybe you're into that type of stuff, but for the majority, avoid Rule 34 if you don't want to be traumatized. I'm gonna tell you that.
Literal cesspools of the internet, then eventually it spread to the rest of the internet. This type of content was almost everywhere when you searched up My Little.
What the hell is going on in that image? Wait, hold on. I'm trying to make out like what's happening here. Like, what? Yeah, I already know it's some bullshit.
Pony, it was pretty much inescapable. Like, what if I want to buy a My Little Pony balloon for my daughter's birthday in the future? My Little Pony balloon. Okay, nope, not that. How about My Little Pony inflated? Oh, for f***'s sake.
Mind you, these are grown men. Like, oh, keep that in mind. These are grown men who's supposed to have, like, families, like raising families, taking care of families. Are out here taking care of My Little Pony action figures and dressing up as horses at the age of 44 is insane.
Twilight Sparkle big belly inflatable balloon with smellable farts.
What?
God damn. Obviously, Gen Z is one of the first generations to grow up with the internet, and you see where I'm going here? Yeah, that's right. Even during my time, I seen some seriously dark stuff. Now, bronies also loved to write fanfic about their wondrous fantasies. Of course, keeping up the tradition of being...
Why are you attracted to a horse in the first place? Like, I don't understand bronies. Like, you look at a horse that's pink and you find that attractive? What?
Being extremely in the mood. Now, because I don't want to read any of these, they're disgusting, I got my significantly less talented associate Nick to read the fanfic for me.
Bro really got... He didn't want to read the fanfic, so he got an assistant to read it for him. That got to be one of the funniest things I've seen today.
My Little Pony. Friendship is Sexy. Chapter 1.
What?
Sat on her bed. Very. Are we f***ing serious? This is the first sentence. We didn't even make it 10 words without something being said. Now this...
Oh, hell no.
Niche of fanfiction isn't the only thing that exists. There are, of course, fanfictions that contain some of the most graphic and disgusting content I've ever read. This is by no means an exaggeration. I've never physically felt disgusted reading something until I read this. There is a fanfiction.
Why are you reading it though? Wait, like we need to clock that. Why is he reading it?
By the name of The Sweet Apple Massacre. The 5-page story is about a character brutally torturing another, and that is actually as far as I can go.
That's
At least
crazy.
Without getting my channel nuked. Nuke. CSGO. Gaming. I don't really know how to transition to the next. No, I feel that it would be a crime if we didn't talk about gamers in this.
Yeah, I can't lie, bro. The gaming community, although, like, I love games. Like, I'm a gamer. Like, I love games, but the gaming community could be a bunch of cornballs a lot of the time. Like, it's crazy.
Video. And I'm not by any means talking about someone who every now and then throws a little bit of Minecraft on to de-stress, you know, play Overwatch to stare at Mercy's feet. Brother, me and you are the same person. When I was younger...
Nah, for real.
I would spend my time playing video games like Undertale, Fortnite, Call of Duty, and for some reason I subjected myself through League of Legends. Now all of these games, right, every single one of them I mentioned, have a pretty bad community. Voice crack. League of Legends players...
Yeah, I never really played League of Legends, but I heard that the community was something else.
Get angry at everything and are racist. Fortnite fans are annoying and like 8 years old. And racist. Undertale is filled with weirdos and racists. And Call of Duty is filled with people who better belong in the 1950s. And right now, despite what you may think, you know, me being a teenager and playing Call of Duty and having a short temper, I feel that I need to clarify that I was never part of a certain group of toxic gamers. You know, the ones that drop... Yeah. Dealing with these types of people are...
Yo, gamers, cause on Discord calls and everything, you're gonna be on call. Let's say you mic up with someone. You're gonna be on call with the most racist people ever. Like, it's insane.
Are insufferable. In fact, dealing with almost any type of gamer online is probably one of the worst things that you can ever do to your...
Mind you, always keep this in mind about these gamers. This is information, you know, from being a gamer. This is what I realized, and y'all need to realize too. Gamers will go after everything behind the screen. They will attack your family. They will roast any relatives. They'll roast anything. But if you catch them when they're not behind the screen, they're gonna be the sweetest people ever. They're gonna be all puckering up to you, the nicest man ever. The guy could have been talking about how he killed your dog, how your dead dog, like he steps on it or something. But the next second, when he sees you in real life, hey man, how are you? How are you? It's nice to meet you, bro. I'm telling you, bro, gamers are dead ass, sheep's and wolves clothing. That's what they are, sheep's and wolves clothing.
Health. Like, why the f is it that every single time you call them out for just blatantly being an asshole, these guys say, you wouldn't last a minute inside Call of Duty lobbies? What does that have to do with anything? How is that any different from punching somebody in the dick and then saying, you wouldn't last a minute in the World Trade Center? What the fuck? Also, gamers are dirty. They stink. As a former aggressive gamer myself, I can speak about this because, you know, at the age of 13, I was smelling bad.
I can't lie. Sometimes, you know, when you know you're on the game, you stressing, you trying to win. Your room's mad hot. You be sweating all over the place, and then you be going days without showering. It was rough times back then. I can't lie. Really rough times.
Eventually, the 3 days worth of Cheeto dust and sweat start to accumulate into its own distinct odor. Yeah, my bad. It's more than a toxic odor. We create natural gas. You enter my bedroom with a lighter, the whole house is going up in flames, man. I would keep my setup, you know, relatively dirty, and at the time, I thought that I had it the worst, and then I went online and searched up dirty setups.
Yo, I used to think my room was bad, but one time I went to my friend's house. As soon as he opened the door, I got hit by this strange stench. Very, very strange stench. Then I look to the right, I see all sorts of clothes, noodles in a bowl just on the bed, food, Cheeto crumbs, water bottles everywhere. When I saw that, I was like, damn, maybe I'm pretty clean. Even though my room was pretty much a mess as well, but damn, that friend of mine really gave me a wake-up call.
And my whole world flipped upside down. These setups that I'm flashing on screen are real. I don't know how they're not staged.
Yo, that's
this is not at all a topic that's new on this channel. I mean, I've talked about it a lot, but it's like an itch. I have to talk about it.
OnlyFans, yo, I've talked about OnlyFans creators before on this channel, but like, they're some of the biggest cornballs you'll ever see. Like, oh my goodness.
Again, what the fuck is the deal with people on Twitter promoting their content every chance that they get? I swear, I can't go on this...
Like, they're gonna be on every comment talking about do I look pretty? So I live 5 miles away. I look so hot. Like, well, shut up. We ain't trying to hear about that. Like, come on.
Platform for longer than 5 seconds without being immediately bombarded with somebody spreading their like it's at a gymnastic competition. Maybe that just says something about my algorithm. I'm not really sure.
Yo, I saw this one OnlyFans model. I forgot her name, but I saw it on Instagram, right? Like, she was like sitting on an airplane and like her butt was taking up like 2 seats or something like that. I'm like, holy BBL. Holy BBL. Like, these BBLs are becoming too crazy. Too insane. Like, what are y'all? Do y'all do anything for clout, bro? It's crazy. Like, if y'all picture what I'm seeing, bro, it didn't even look real. Didn't even look real.
Let's go get that guy over there. Hey, you!
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yes, of course I'm talking to you.
Oh, hello there.
Are you tired of shitty energy drinks that are probably horrible for your health?
Yeah, they give me kidney stones. It really
That's
hurts.
really gross. But allow me to introduce you to Gamer Subs. And now, back to the video. Either way, this type of content is completely unavoidable. It genuinely does not matter what side of the internet you're on. Now,
You will always be seeing the OnlyFans model, like, everywhere, bro. You see them in Discord, you see them on Instagram, a lot on Instagram. You see them on TikTok, you see them especially on Twitter. You might even see them on Roblox promoting themselves. Like, at this point, I wouldn't even be surprised.
gonna say something bold here. I don't think it's a great thing that it's so easily accessible. You know, the obvious common argument is that people who aren't old enough to be consuming this type of stuff are gonna see it, and that is something completely valid. However, I want to talk about something that I haven't seen brought up too much. It's just fucking annoying. Like, why
Facts. It's literally just annoying.
do you think that spamming and promoting your OF everywhere is going to make people actually want to flock over to it?
You know what's sad? People go and flock over to it. These guys be dropping 70 bands just to see some feet, some toe pics. Like, as a community, bro, as men, we gotta do better, bro. Like, we really gotta do better. Talking about sending 70K just to see some toe pics, bro. Like, come on now.
The main ringleader for this entire community right now is a woman by the name of Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie Blue, bro, the demon herself.
Look at these eyes. They are staring deep into my very existence. You cannot convince me that she isn't
She'll suck the soul out of you, literally.
a lab experiment sent to work as a study on the depravity of certain men. It seems that Bonnie Blue's entire world revolves around Wiener. And listen, I'm by
No, like, literally, bro. Like, there's no need. You need to be, you know, cracking eggs with 1,000 men. That's crazy.
no mean saying there is absolutely anything wrong with that. In fact, I kind of relate. I love Wiener. But the way that she does it, it just seems so wrong. For example, one of her first stunts was that she went to a university in Nottingham. Nottingham. And she continued to advertise herself with a sign that read, "Bonk me for free. Let me film it." On top of that, she's also
She has a weird, like, obsession with people who just turned 18. I don't understand it, but it's weird.
gone on the record implying that she's into this entire barely legal stuff. However, nothing beats this. She currently holds the record for engaging in activities with the most men in 24 hours. And it
Which is, how do you even do that? Like, how do you feel? I'm just thinking about the way that room must smell. A bunch of sardine toes and like moose knuckle, bro. That's probably what it smells like. Ugh.
was over 1,000 people. 1,000 people. That's an entire concert hall. I pray that every dude who went to this event got tested for something, because I'm 99.9% sure they must have created some whole new virus in that room. Of
Spreading HIV like catching Pokemon or something.
course, I'm not gonna act like Bonnie Blue is the only person doing things like this. Well, I mean, she's the only one engaging with 1,000 dudes, but there's other people doing stuff too. There's the Bop House, but I've already made 2 videos about that. You
Bop House is crazy.
can check them out if you want. But yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, just because you're a part of any of these communities doesn't inherently make you one of these people. Literally,
Like, you can be part of a community. It just depends on how you carry yourself in that community, bro. Just don't be a cornball. Just move normally and just don't do too much, and you'll be straight in any community.
every single group
Everyone has different interests. Everyone likes what they like.
ever in the world has bad eggs. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say.
But if I catch any of y'all, bro, being 44-year-old men obsessing over little girl ponies, we going after you. You know, we going after tussle.
Today, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you want to see more.
Damn, that seems like this is the end of this video. Y'all let me know which community y'all think is the cringiest, because it's definitely the bronies talking about some 40-year-old men liking and dressing up as like ponies that are supposed to be attracted to little girls. That's the audience that is supposed to attract, and yet you, as a grown-ass man, is making that your whole personality. Like, come on, we gotta do better than that though. But if y'all enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all on my next video.